Isn't it amazing how when you listen to politicians, you listen to one side and they're always right, but then you listen to the other side and they're always right. And there's no way that the other side can ever be right. This polarization is getting worse and worse and worse, and we all know it. But this is also transferring to the business world. We seem to know this group won't buy, that group's lazy, don't employ these types of people. And we're building up this bank of facts in our own heads, and we're creating our own reality, when in fact we don't know everything, and that's obvious. But we're making decisions as if we do know everything, as if there is surety. What also happens is that we start thinking of customers in derogatory ways. And I've seen this more and more and more. Things like, oh, they're stupid. Oh, those people won't buy. Oh, they're just price hunters. I'm not even going to bother with these people. And we start putting our customers down because they don't get what it is we're doing. To us, it's obvious. But the reason they don't get it is that we haven't shown them. It's our responsibility. But what we tend to do is we tend to couch things in terms of our own perspective of how we understand it. Now, a classic example of that is jargon. Putting jargon out there that no one else understands except for the people in the organization. But it's a bit more insidious and a bit simpler than that. We think we know market segments that the researchers have shown us. We think we can spot someone when they walk in the door as to what's going to happen. But you don't know me, and I don't know you. Now, the easiest way to identify whether you're in this trap is to just wonder, is it even remotely possible that there is a small little dark pool of emotional or factual ignorance about this person? Something possibly that I don't know. If the answer to that question is yes, then you have to go through the exploration phase. Now, I can tell you that the answer to that question is yes, because it's impossible that anyone else knows all those dark little pools about you. So you can't possibly know them about them. And you don't know which little thing is going to trigger them in a certain way to act a certain way. So you have to go through this discovery. You have to go through building a relationship. You just cannot afford it, and you can't force it with data. As we get more and more and more into artificial intelligence and masses of data, we're going to get more and more lazy and get more and more a feeling that we understand the other person. But there are always going to be these dark little pools of factual and emotional darkness that we just don't know. Now, I know this sounds a little bit voodoo swami, but it's true that you're going to hold more sand in your hand with an open hand than you are with a clenched fist. And it's the same with service, it's the same with sales, it's the same with our relationships. You need to give your staff processes, yes. You need to give them procedures, yes. But you also need to give your staff the opportunity to open their hand and to connect with the customer. But what we're doing these days is we're creating metrics that are making the customers more of a cost, and therefore making the staff a cost as well, because they're talking to them, and therefore we want to reduce the interactions as much as possible. Actually, no, I'll take that back. We're not actually trying to do that, in as much as we are trying to make the interactions as efficient as possible. But you just can't do that. These things are going to take as long as they take. So I'll leave you with the thought of please, please, please leave that little bit of openness. Give your staff that opportunity to dig in and find those little pools of ignorance that they have with their customers. It's going to make the world of difference. I'm Stephen DiPietro. Thanks for tuning in.